Hello, and thank you for tuning in to our #MeToo presentation. Today, the topic of our presentation is going to be campus security, but more specifically, security in the parking lots. Um, we'll be showing you a mini documentary followed by the main discussion for the whole presentation, which is going to be campus security. The title of our mini documentary is The Voices of the Silenced, and this is dedicated towards the young woman who decided to volunteer for our video as she was the victim of sexual assault. And with this video, we are trying to propose a change for our campus security because in her case, there wasn't sufficient evidence. So maybe with the increase in campus security, we may be able to help her in her battle for Me Too.
Me too.
Me too.
Me Too movement affects all races, all genders, all ethnic backgrounds. It is something we can relate to on our campus. According to Xavier crime stats in 2016, there were only 3 reported rape cases, all which occurred on Xavier property. Me Too movement is not far from home.
Me too.
Me too.
Where were you at the time the incident occurred?
I was at City Park,
Okay.
towards like the back, I guess. I know City Park's pretty big.
Were there any cameras near at the time of the incident?
No.
Okay. Were there any lights?
Mm-mm.
No one around? Nobody was around near the time that it occurred
Mm-mm.
whatsoever?
No.
Okay. Would you feel any safer if there were any security cameras around at that time?
Not necessarily, just because I know who it was, so
Mhm.
I don't think that necessarily would have helped.
Okay. Do you feel like the cameras would have been key evidence as far as making?
I definitely feel like having that would have been beneficial,
Mhm.
just for like legal purposes, knowing when and where he was on campus.
Okay. Do you feel as though your perpetrator's punishment was just a slap on the wrist?
Yes, so far.
Okay. Do you think that it would make a difference? Maybe elaborate on that.
I think that when people know that they're being watched, they act differently.
Mhm.
And I think that if anything, having cameras probably would have maybe made him think differently about even coming to a campus where he knew he shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
I think they definitely make people more accountable for their actions once you've been caught on camera.
Okay.
How many cameras are on campus?
That's a good question. If I'm thinking, there's approximately maybe, I'm thinking about 20 to 30.
Are there any cameras in parking lots?
Yes.
In which parking lots are they located?
There's a camera. There's 2 cameras across the street by the Convocation Center in that lot. There's a camera in the staff and faculty lot. And there's a camera down by Xavier South. So that makes about like 4 cameras.
Where would you like to see cameras located?
If I had, if I had my way, I like to see cameras all over the campus, parking lots, up and down Dixon, what that other street is, Drexel. I like to see cameras
Right.
up and down
Okay.
those areas.
The cameras that we have now don't completely encompass each area, such as, let's say, you said we have cameras in the parking lots, but it's not like too many, so you feel like we need more to encompass the whole area?
Yeah, camera equipment, electronic equipment such as that is expensive. So as we get more funding to meet our needs, then we get more cameras. You have to understand, when I first started off here 20 years ago, the campus wasn't as large as it is now. The campus is large and it's growing. So now we got to come up to speed and getting cameras to encompass those areas.
Do you know about any sexual misconduct on campus?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Did you know that in the past couple of years, especially in 2016, that there was 3 reported rape incidents on campus?
No, I did not know that.
Do you know about any cameras that are on campus?
No, I don't.
So we asked the chief of police the other day. He said that there was approximately 30 cameras on campus. What do you think about that?
Oh, wow. I thought it'd be a lot more than 30. They definitely need to have more cameras than 30. No way. I don't think that's enough coverage. The parking lot's pretty big, and there's a lot of cars, so as myself, it's not that big of a deal to me because I'm a male. But I feel like since I'm a male, I'm not really, too much of a target for sexual assault. But I think definitely for the women, it's definitely a big risk.
Did you know in the past couple years there were 3 reported incidents of sexual assault?
No, I didn't know about 3, but I had heard about 1.
How do you feel about having 30 cameras on the entire campus?
I feel like that's not enough, especially since our campus is open and our school is kind of like within a community. I feel like we should have cameras everywhere.
Our captain of the Xavier Police did state that there were at least 1 camera in each parking lot. How do you feel about that?
I feel like we need more. I feel like cameras should be covering the entire perimeter of each parking lot. Yes, I would, specifically because I know that we've had a lot of instances with people breaking into cars on campus, and then people, getting their tires and things like that removed. And so just, like being able to walk across the parking lot at night and knowing that someone has an eye on me that works for the university would make me feel a lot safer.
All right.
So after watching the video, let me ask you guys, did you know how many cameras that we have in our parking lots? The Zula police captain only confirms 1 for each parking lot. Zula needs to upgrade their parking lot security. In this presentation, we'll discuss how Zula's parking lots are underprotected, the need for more working security cameras, and the general feelings of the students without proper parking lot security. To start off, Zula's parking lots are underprotected. 4 cameras are not enough security. An example of this would be the girl that was assaulted and was present in our video. From the police captain, he says that there are only 2 cameras across the street from the convocation. 1 in the staff and faculty, and then 1 by Xavier South, which makes about 4 cameras. And that doesn't make too much sense because there's definitely a lot more parking lots than just those 4. And those will include the parking lots near the library from the side and the back, the 2 parking lots at Xavier South, the 3 parking lots near the convocation, including the new one that they just built, and parking lots near places such as St. Mike's, which doesn't make too much sense because if 4 cameras can cover all those parking lots, that would be an absolute miracle. Current parking lot security is not satisfactory as well. Not all cameras are functional, and this was a statement from Officer Wim, one of the Zula police officers. The cameras are not even inside the parking lots, which was also stated by the police captain. He says that each camera is placed across the street rather than actually inside the parking lots?
So this is what needs to be done. Zula needs to implement more working security cameras. More functioning security cameras gives everyone a peace of mind. According to Plus Media Solutions, 96.4% of students, faculty, and staff reported feeling safe and very safe on VCU's campus. Additionally, University Wire states the dispatchers can tell whether they see someone on camera or if they're just looking at a blind spot. So for that, updates to security cameras will deter criminals. According to Evan G. Skortsky, Executive Director of Campus Safety and Security at Johns Hopkins University, campus crime has dropped 43%. And he ascribed some of the decline to the security cameras that have been a big impact on as deterrents. A preliminary 6-month study by the John F. Finn Institute also states public safety found cameras were responsible for reducing crime nearly across the board, except for some reports of gunfire and vandalism.
Referring back to what Thomas previously stated, without these changes, students will forever be anxious without adequate parking lot security. A quote from Steinmetz in Austin states, "The enclosed walkway is followed by parking lots as the two next highest fear-invoking locations. As a student, I'm constantly going from the library and cutting across the parking lot to my car. It's dark, and I shouldn't have to look over my shoulder and try to ensure safety. With that being said, students should only need to worry about education. School should be our safe haven."
So wrapping things up, going over the information once again, we discussed how Zulu parking lots are underprotected, the need of more working security cameras, and the general feelings with students without proper parking lot security. Zula's parking lot security is in need of an upgrade. We need to raise parking lot security awareness. It is our right to be safe.